Okay, and then we are going to go on the record in the matter of Riverview Crossing versus Megan Kuhn, 2400994. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Kuhn, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Megan Cohn, hello.
All right, thank you. And counsel, if you can please, you're able to have a conversation, you're able to meet with Ms. Kuhn in a breakout room, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. We
Okay.
do have a proposed consent judgment, Your Honor. There's currently a balance due of past due rent of $4,344, $170 of costs for a total of $4,514. Ms. Kuhn has until July 29th to pay that amount. She did indicate to me about some issues she had. I contacted my client. They're going to reach out to her. And Ms. Kuhn, as I indicated, has until July 29th. She was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with her verbal authority.
Okay, Ms. Swain, I don't know what this, I don't know what that is. Never mind. Okay. All right, and so Ms. Kuhn, you heard the terms of the judgment, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are in agreement with those terms?
Yes, ma'am.
You also understand, ma'am, that Mr. Katz represents the interest of Riverview Crossing and not your interest?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also understand your rights, and you had an opportunity to review those rights, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you have any questions regarding those rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you understand your rights under the court rule as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the court does determine a valid waiver of rights exists and the terms of the consent judgment are fair. The court does find by consent, plaintiff has a right to recover possession of the property. The amount now due and owing for unpaid rent and other costs is $4,514. If that amount is not paid, the defendant does not move out on or before July 29th. Plaintiff may apply for an order evicting the defendant. Additional money may be owed if damage of property occurs or continues to accrue. Ms. Kuhn, can you please stop walking? Thank you. There also, partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendant, and no money judgment will enter. The court will sign that upon receipt. Any questions, Ms. Kuhn?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, counsel?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. Court will sign that upon
Thank you.
receipt. Have a good day. And we're on the record.
You as well.
Riverview Crossing versus Dominique Finley, 2401101.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Thank you. And Ms. Finley, your name, please, for the record.
Dominique Finley.
All right, thank you. Can I please see your entire face and not just your eyes? Okay, thank you. All right, and so counsel?
Your Honor, I did speak with Ms. Finley. We do have a proposed consent judgment. This is a non-payment of rent possession only case. There's currently a balance due of $3,009 of past due rent, $170 of costs for a total of $3,179. Ms. Finley will have until July 31st to pay that amount. She was advised of MCR 4.201 and did authorize me to submit this to the court with her verbal authority.
Okay, so you said July 31st, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. All right, and Ms. Finley, you heard the terms of the judgment, correct?
Yes.
And you're in agreement with those terms?
Yes.
And you also understand that Mr. Katz represents the interest of Riverview Crossing and not your interest?
Yes.
And you also had an opportunity to review your advice of rights that you received in your packet, correct?
Correct.
And do you have any questions regarding those rights?
No.
All right. Any questions regarding the court rule that Mr. Katz went over with you?
No.
Okay. The court does determine that a valid waiver of rights exists and the terms of the consent judgment are fair. The court does find by consent, plaintiff has a right to recover possession of the property. The amount now due and owing for unpaid rent and other costs is $3,179. If that amount is not paid on or before July 31st, or you don't move out on or before that date, Miss Swain, stop screen sharing and stop doing everything like this. Stop that. Stop, or I'll remove you from the meeting.
Is that me?
No, that's not you. No, that's not you.
Go over there.
Miss Swain, stop messing around with the Zoom. Now, I don't need you to say anything because you're gonna mess up my record. More than it already is. Ma'am, you understand, and the court will also note that acceptance of partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendant. No money judgment will enter at this time. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court will sign it upon receipt. Thank you. Have a good day. We're going to be
You
on
too.
the record.
Thank you.
Ms. Swain, you know what it is you're doing?
Just trying to see if I could write to the court I was trying to see if I could talk to somebody about what's going on. I don't go on Zoom often. I didn't know what I was looking for, like, so I could like contact somebody. I've been trying to contact somebody. I wrote you an email. I've been trying to contact the court for 2 weeks.
Yeah, then come to the court. There's nothing.
I did. You were out of town. They told me I had to wait till my court date.
Then you can come here in person for your court date.
I didn't know that. I was just trying to see if there was somebody I could speak with to tell what was going on before we had our court date, because I haven't been able to see you or talk to her or tell you anything that's happening, and I don't know what to do.
Ma'am, hold on just one moment. Number one, you cannot have communication with me separately from the other side, okay? That's not permitted.
I wrote you an email. I didn't know.
Please let me finish. Please let me finish without being interrupted, okay? So, if you'd like the court to know something, then it's something that you have to put on the record while the other party is present. You absolutely have every right to come here in person, so you can certainly make your way here, okay?
I don't have a vehicle right now. It's in the shop, and I've been locked out of my apartment, so I can't come there.
You've been locked out of your apartment, aren't
He's
you?
locked me out since the 22nd. He cut the power and then changed the locks.
Are you
I have not been in that apartment since
Are you in your apartment right now?
No, I haven't been there since the 22nd.
So,
I don't have my belongings. I don't have.
Ma'am. Okay, where is the apartment? Or where are you currently in?
On Bondi.
You're currently on Bondi?
No, I'm at my friend's house today. I've been staying in hotels and friends because
where are you currently located? What city?
I'm in Ecorse right now.
Okay, and you can't get a ride to the court?
I don't have my vehicle is at Dan's Auto Repair in Wyandotte, waiting to get my brakes and rotors done. I dropped off yesterday.
The question was, can you get a ride to the court?
I mean, Your Honor, if I get a ride, I want to be honest with you. I'm in shorts and sandals because I don't have any clothes because they're all locked in the apartment. And I don't want to show up to court like that.
All right, ma'am, make your way to court, and I'll let the court officer know at the door that you can come into court like that, okay?
Okay, I'll take a lift. Thank you.
Okay. On the record, in the matter of Edward Williams versus Robert Zazula, 2400916. Please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicholas Tarrant on behalf of Mr. Williams.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Williams, your name for the record, please.
Edward Williams.
Okay, and ma'am, your name for the record, please. Okay, can you please spell your first and last name?
Yes, PEGGYSWAIN.
Okay, and so who is Robert Zazula to you?
My brother.
Okay, and so where is he?
He moved out in March. I moved in with him in November. So I've been there since November. He moved out in March.
Okay, and so, counsel, I believe, because I know that you were just retained and this is your first appearance, and I can't get into my notes on base because I'm locked out, apparently.
Yeah. So,
However, I do recall last time telling Mr. Williams he would have to amend his complaint because it doesn't say anything about all other occupants.
so it's my understanding in looking at it, it looks like he did amend that, but what we've come with is a conditional dismissal that I spoke with Ms. Swain. What Mr. Williams is going to do is give her $1,800. He's going to go get a cashier's check or a certified check and bring it back to her at the court. And then she's going to agree to be moved out by Tuesday, which is July 16th. And then I told her if that happens, the conditions are met, the case will be dismissed. If not, then Mr. Williams can proceed with a writ at that point.
Okay, so Mr. Williams, when did you submit an amended complaint?
I think it was last Tuesday.
Okay, because it's not reflected on the docket. Usually it would still say DO2 being all other occupants. That's why I was just wondering
Oh, yeah, we did.
I was just wondering when you did, because sometimes there's a little bit of a delay in the processing because of the online
I
stuff.
don't know, but Randy did call me the other day, asked to let him in the building. That was Monday.
Okay, and so you added Ms. Swain as all other occupants, or did you add her name?
All our occupants.
Okay. All right, did you get a copy of that at the,
I've been locked out of that apartment since the 22nd. Power went out the day after court, and then the locks were changed. I have not been there or been allowed there since the 22nd to get my belongings, my food, my child's things. I've had a backpack, sandals, and my car and hotels and couches. So I haven't been in there or allowed there. There's signs up everywhere saying no trespassing. I've texted him a billion times asking him to please let me in, please turn the power back on. I called the wind up power company because I thought maybe just the power went out. They said everything there was good, that the breakers were pulled, like purposely. The power company told me that this was the day after court. So I've not been in that apartment since the 22nd.
so I'm presuming that's why Ms. Swain is being provided with $1,800, counsel?
I mean, we admit none of that, Your Honor, but I'm trying to resolve the case. She says she needs money to move. My client's willing to facilitate that so that this can be done. We
Okay.
deny all of those allegations, and if we really need to get into it, I mean, we dispute whether she's actually been there. She claims she has a key to the place. We've never given her a key. So, I mean, we can go down that road, but I'm just trying to resolve this for all these parties.
I understand. My question is this: how is she supposed to go in and remove her belongings by Tuesday if the locks were changed?
Well, the locks weren't changed. She told me that she has a key that she got from her brother. Her brother has been contacting my client saying that he would get her stuff out. So we don't know what she's got going on with the whole thing. So I don't know. She can contact her brother and get the key that still works for the lock, but she said she can get her stuff out by Tuesday.
Okay, ma'am, you say you have a key?
Your Honor, I have a key. The 22nd, I went to my friend's house, went back at night, we're swimming, all the power was out, all of it.
My question is a key. I'm asking about.
Yeah, so the next day, I went back to grab some stuff, the doors were locked. I didn't even lock the door, I left the door unlocked when I left, actually. Because my son didn't have a key and he was at my aunt's, so in case he wanted to get it, I left it unlocked. The doors were locked, the key did not work, and there were signs posted everywhere, no trespassing, don't let anybody in. Roberts is if you want access, call this number.
Okay, just one moment. Mr. Williams, were the locks changed on the
No,
apartment?
ma'am. No, Your Honor. No.
Have you had communication with Mr. Zazula?
Multiple times.
Does he have the key to the apartment?
He said he does.
Okay, ma'am, do you have communication with your brother?
Yeah, my brother told, sent him a message, Instead, the power's out, the locks have been changed, that's illegal, you need to.
So ma'am, your brother says he has a key.
I have the keys, Your Honor. My brother left in March, he left the keys, I've been there since November, I have the keys. I lived there, I paid the rent in
But
April,
you're saying your keys don't work.
it didn't work, Your Honor, I left it unlocked, when I went back, it was locked.
Okay,
And it didn't
so
work.
I'm going to say this, if when you go to move your stuff out, if you're, presuming you're going to have to go when you're done with the court to see what, you know, what items and how much you have to move, if the lock isn't working, you have to contact Mr. Darren, so he can facilitate how to get in the property. Please don't interrupt me. You'll have to communicate with Mr. Darren as to how to coordinate getting your stuff out and getting into the apartment.
Okay, I mean, I don't get answered when I do that, but.
Mr. Darren has just been retained, so
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know, I don't have his number, I had his number, I was messaging him, so I didn't get a response ever then.
Mr. Darren is going to provide you with the phone number.
I'm sorry, I've never been in this situation, and I haven't been able to get any of my belongings in
Okay, ma'am.
20 seconds, so I'm just a little, I feel bullied into this, and I feel like,
Why do you feel bullied?
I don't know, because I don't know what to do, I just want my stuff, and I just want this to be over with. I've been sleeping in my car and people's
Okay,
couches, I'm just.
Mr. Williams is bringing you $1,800 here at the court
Yeah.
lobby, correct, Mr.
Yes,
Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, you can
That's
hang,
fine.
you can
I
hang
can't
out.
go today because my car's in the shop, so I told him,
Can I please finish?
yeah, I just.
Please let me finish. You can hang out in the lobby. Mr. Williams is gonna bring you back the $1,800, okay? When is your car going to be out of the shop?
I'm hoping by tomorrow. I called them earlier today and they said it wasn't done, so either later today or first thing tomorrow, which is why I asked them, because they wanted Monday, but I asked them for Tuesday, because I just want the vehicle right
In the
now.
meantime, you should have somebody drive you over.
I don't have people to do things like that. I lived it here, so I'm
Do you want to continue to interrupt me or do you
No,
want to let
ma'am,
me
I'm
talk?
sorry, I just want to.
But you're not sorry. You keep saying you're sorry for interrupting me.
I can't go today. That's why I asked till Tuesday, that's all. I just won't get.
My
it till-
suggestion is, you find somebody, or you take a lift over there, or what have you, to see what the status of the lock is with your key. Because if it isn't working, then you'll have to contact Mr. Williams' attorney to facilitate getting access into the home.
Well, I just have a question, so if I have to be out by Tuesday, the day I go in, I have to get everything out that day, because they're giving me till Tuesday, so I still gotta like pack and.
That's why I'm suggesting you go over there today, so that you can check out the ability to get into the home, and you can start working on packing your stuff up. Yes, Mr. Williams?
I have a maintenance staff up in North, I'll be to help her out.
Okay, so if you can coordinate that in the lobby when you bring the check back, or the money order, or whatever it is you're bringing back, that would be helpful,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay? Would you agree, ma'am? Okay, all right, anything else, Mr. Darren?
Just if I have permission from her to sign on the conditional dismissal and submit it to the court.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah.
Okay, she's saying yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll prepare the conditional dismissal on my file it this afternoon. And then Mr. Williams will take care of the money here in the next hour, I'm assuming.
Okay,
I just.
okay, all right,
My son.
thank you. The court will sign that upon receipt, once I can actually get unlocked from my file.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, all right, have a good day. All right, have a good day, thank you.